Yes, respected friends, auspicious day, happy Deepavali. Lord bless you all. Mother bless you all with all lights and delights, inner and outer. Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta Gambhira, Samskrita Bhasha, Jnata, Vyakarana Sahita. May these Vyaktitvas, their importance, need be realized by us. May we strengthen them, taking the help of Shruti Mata, taking the help of the Guru Ganas, Devata Ganas, Adi Parashakti Mata, taking the help of the Ishvara as well as the Brahma Tattva. It's a long process, but then relentless when we are without giving up and with full Shraddha, the things start becoming easier as we keep on moving in the maturity of the time. Once again, happy Deepavali to you all. Let there is a jnanam at every moment in our life of what to achieve and for that what to do. Shastras give us that jnanam. Therefore, Shastra Adhyena, Shastrokta, Sadhana, Shastrokta, Sthiti Prapti itself is the realest or greatest or the truest of the Deepavali, along with the outer Deepavali of beautifully lighting our houses, wishing each other, praying for each other, greeting each other, and offering wonderful upasanas, pujas to the Lord along with Naivedyam and creating the outer festivity at every level. So let the outer festival be there in its full glory along with the inner Deepavali also. Wherever, whenever the divinity is entering us, we are celebrating one or the other Tyohar festival only. Right, friends, Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, the second Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, 17th Sarga, Grantha Sankhya Anuvarnanam. Each of the Prakarana, number of shlokas, content in them is being discussed. We have seen five of them. Yesterday we started the sixth Prakarana, the contents of it. With that, this Sarga will be over. It has got 10 mantras. Once more we chant it. Some of it we saw. Remaining we try to see. And let's grasp the very inspiring information that's given in it. Spend 2-3 minutes in our prarthana and sankalpa with heart filled with Shraddha and Bhakti. Same thing we will do every day, but not the same way, adding the beauty of Bhakti and Shraddha. Let us try. Om, 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 Om Sahanavavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryankaravavahai, Tejasvinavadhetamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakyatah Sarvasachyastraha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने. ॐ तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे. विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं. तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः. पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संत वाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागादीनां पुनरावाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा भारतवर्षे विश्वे च वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवत् देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायण अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं साध्य शंकर विरचित तत्वोपदेश ग्रंथाध्ययन साधना संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराणं तैत्तिरीयोपनिषदः भाष्य समेत पारायणं वयं सर्वे मोक्षार्थं करिष्यामहे। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। वशिष्ठादृशिभ्यो नमः। योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रियायस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरायस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यव भासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणम ग्रंथ संख्यानुवर्णनं नाम सप्तदश सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच. So what is contained in the last sixth prakarana, Nirvana prakarana? The mantras. Give 2 minutes. Let us chant. See those beautiful shlokas and get informed, get inspired, take initiative to study, put efforts to understand, leave not any stone unturned in doing sadhana. Thus, progressively, consciously, with proper planning, when sadhana is done, the siddhi of transcending everything and seeing the reality called as moksha can happen. When to everyone, why not to us also? निर्वाणाख्यं प्रकरणं ततः षष्ठमुदाहृतं शिष्टो ग्रन्थः परिमाणं तस्य ज्ञानमहार्थदः बुद्धे तस्मिन् भवेत् श्रेयः निर्वाणं शान्तकल्पनम् अचेत्यचित् प्रकाशात्मा विज्ञानात्मा निरामयः परमाकाशकोशाच्छः शान्तसर्वभवभ्रमः निर्वापितजगद्यात्रः कृतकर्तव्यसुस्थितः समस्तजनतारम्भ वज्रस्तंभो नभो निमः विनिगीर्ण यथा संख्य जगत् जालाति तृप्तिमान् आकाशीभूत निःशेष रूपालोकमनस्कृतिः कार्यकारणकर्तृत्व हेयादेयदृशोज्झिदः सदेह इव निर्देहः ससंसारोऽप्यसंसृतिः चिन्मयो घन पाषाण जठरापीवरोपमः चिदादित्य स्तपन्लोकान् अन्धकारोपरोपमं परप्रकाशरूपोऽपि परमान्ध्यमिवागतः रुद्ध संसृतिदुर्लीलः प्रक्षीणाशाविसूचिकः नष्टाहङ्कारमेतालः देहवानकलेवरः कस्मिंश्चित् रोमकोट्यग्रे तस्येयमवतिष्ठते जगल्लक्ष्मीर्महामेरोः पुष्पे क्वचिदिवालिनी परमाणौ परमाणौ चिदाकाशः स्वकोटरे जगल्लक्ष्मी सहस्राणि धत्ते कृत्वाथ पश्यति ओम शांति शांति शांति. Friends, Nirvanakyam Prakaranam Tataha. After the fifth Upashama Prakarana is the last sixth Nirvana Prakarana in this Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana. Shashtam Udahritam, sixth one it is said. Shishto Grantha Parimanam Tasya. Tasya Parimanam Shishta Grantha. The number of shlokas are separate, divide or minus the number of shlokas of all the five sargas from the total shlokas of 32,000. Then 17 and a half are the earlier five of them. 32 minus 17 and a half is 14,500 mantras are there in this sixth prakarana. Okay. Then Jnana Maha Arthadaha. This beautiful sixth prakarana contains Maha means ultimate, Artha means Purushartha, Daha the giver. And what is the Maha Artha? Moksha only. And moksha is already our swarupa only. We only have forgotten it. We are ignorant of it. Its jnanam is given to us. Therefore, Maha Arthadaha Jnanaha. Moksha giving jnana is the subject matter in this sixth Nirvana Prakarana exclusively. Done. Then Buddhe Tasmin, when that jnana, through the jnana, that Atma Tattva, when it is realized as ourself, Bhavet Shreyaha. The ultimate good, Shreya happens to that. What is that? Nirvanam. All the vana flickering goes away. The unwavering Tattva Anumoti, Atma Anumoti comes, which is called as Moksha. And in that state, what happens? Shanta Kalpanam. Ana? In that Atmanamurti, Maya, with its all kalpanas, ceases to express, therefore, other than reality, nothing. So, that reality Anumoti, Moksha Anumoti, this Nirvana Prakarana is going to give us through the Jnana. Are we ready to receive it? Then go through it with all patience. Now, to study this Shastra is so difficult for us. How great must be those rishis who have experienced it and, out of their love and compassion, have given this knowledge in the form of book to all of us and then went on through the Guru Parampara, sustained those Shastras, and started that they reach us. Great endeavor, isn't it? Should we not appreciate? And the appreciation they like is we just study it, we make use of it, we also realize that self, get moksha. Then one by one word now, the moksha sthiti, the atma jnana sthiti is explained here, which is the outcome result of the study and practice of this prakaranam. One, achetya chitu. Achetya chitta is a pure consciousness having nothing for it to be illumined. Objectless awareness. Then Prakasha Atma. Atma Swarupa Prakasha. Prakasha Swarupa Atma. Chaitanya Swarupa Atma. Not the Jada which we now consider as Atma does become Jiva. No. Only the Prakasha Chaitanya which is the ultimate self in us. Like it is in Katva, the other Upanishad said, Sa Kashtha Sa Paragati. Purushat Naparam Kinchita Sa Kashtha Sa Paragati. He is nothing beyond that Prakasha Swarupa Purusha. He is the ultimate. So, Achetya Chitta Prakasha Atma. Then Vijnana Atma. Again, that Prakash alone, in other words, said as Vijnana Atma means Atma ka, real Atma ka, Jnana, not only the theoretical Siddhanta Jnana, but Vijnana Anubhuti. And that Anubhuti of Atman, which is Vijnana Swarupa, is such that by no means it can be seen again as the Anatma. All the other Atmas of Deha, Indriya, Prana, Mana at one stage or the other of inquiry are found to be the anatmas, objectifiable. But this pure Paramatma is never objectifiable. That is why he is Vijnana Atma. And in him, the Maya Kruta Dvandva Dvaita, giving the Samsarika Dukkha. That amaya, that infection, that disease is not there. So niramaya vijnana atma, prakasha atma, achetya chit. That is our essential self. That is the truth. That's what is revealed in that Shastra, Siddhanta Rupena, and how to reach to that is sadhanas also. All our Shastras, having told the Siddhanta, never stop there. They give the sadhana also to reach to that stage. Okay, so Vijnanatma Niramaya. Then Parama Akasha Koshaha Achaha. It is Parama Akasha, that is again in another word, other language called as Parama Akasha, the supreme space, which we call as the Chidakasha, which is the support for the Chitta Akasha, which is support for the Bhutakasha. Bhutakasha with all its bhutas are contained in Chittakasha. Chittakasha with all its chitta vrittis are contained in the Chidakasha. चिदाकाश के बियॉन्ड और कोई नहीं है, इसलिए परम कहा उसको, परम आकाश कोश. And then अच्छा, it is शुद्ध, pure, immaculate. There is no other thing other than it to impurify it, right? Then shanta sarva bhava brahmaha. In that state of absolute conscious self, sarva bhava brahmaha. The entire bhava, the samsara, which is nothing but the brahma only, all of that is shanta, subdued, quietened only. भव ब्रह्म वहाँ शांत से. इससे हमको क्या दिखता है कि all the samsara of सृष्टि स्थिति लय, in that also अनेक कोटानुकोट brahmanda, and in that jivas, their सृष्टि स्थिति लय, all this is called bhava, and in pure reality they are not there as real, they are there only as appearance. That which appears is called as brahma. So, Sarva Bhava Brahma totally Shanta. संसार रूपी ब्रह्म लेश मात्र भी उस स्थिति में नहीं है. सर्व भव ब्रह्म शांतः. Isn't it? If not, in this bhava samsara, which is Brahma, we are doing the Brahmana. And the only outcome is the limitations, the miseries, the depressions, the frustrations, the endless disappointments only. विचित्र है कि नहीं? तो all that will not be there in the experience of that Paramartha, which will be taught to us by Sri Vaashishtha ji in the last Nirvana Prakarana. Then the beautiful one, Nirvapita Jagat Yatra. The entire Yatra of the Jagat. Nirvapita means ended, concluded. So to a Jiva, when one, he has not realized the self, second, when he has the Jiva, third, as a Jiva with Upadhi Tadatmya, going on doing the karma, four, for the sake of karma phala bhoga, he has got the Jagat Yatra of Janma Jara Roga Marana. But that Jiva Bhava gone away, Avidya gone away, Swa Atma Swarupa is gained. Therefore, the Jagat Yatra has ended. No more Janma Marana, because the cause of Janma Marana vasanas, Cause of that, the avidya are all removed by the vidya anubhuti. Therefore, nirvapita jagat yatraha. Without that, our jagat yatra continues from one womb to the other, one loka to the other, one situation set up and circumstance set up to the other, only to go through the life of limitational experiences. But there is no Jagan retirement. Means no more Jagad Yatra, no more Samsara Yatra, no more Janma Marana Yatra, no more Karma Phala Yatra, no more Sukha Dukkha Yatra. All that is transcended. So Nirvapita Jagad Yatra. Then Kruta Kartavya Siti. Kruta Kartavya. All Kartavyas that are there have ended there. Remember, when the truth or self is realized, there is no more. Kartavya remains. Because every Kartavya is done for some prapti. And every karma which is a Kartavya Rupena done by us gives us some phala. But karma being limited, phala also limited. But actual Kartavyata for us is Jnatavya Brahma ka Jnana hi hai. So the Brahman to be known is known. So therefore, whatever the Kartavya of moksha is achieved, Krutaha. Once what is to be done is done, after which nothing remains to be done. That is called Susthitaha. You are in such a Sushtu Sthiti. That's the real Susthiti means the Sushtu Sthiti, the best disposition of ours. That's our real best ultimate relaxation. That is the real achievement. That is the real reaching of the destiny of all destinies. Okay. Susthiti abhi. Like as we said yesterday, when we do some works, regarding that work, there is Kruta Kartavyata. Then for some time we are so sthita, relaxed. But again another work comes up, project comes up, duties come up. Again we have to become Karta. In the time Susthiti goes away, we are in Dusthiti of being busy, restless and all. But this Paramatma Prapti is not like that. After the Prapti of it, there is no other Kartavya remaining. Therefore, that Krutakartavya sthiti gives such a susthiti that again we need not get agitated or enter into the world of activities, world of Rajaguna ityadi. See, feel the meaning of each of these words. Then we know the glory of that Nirvana sthiti, and that's what is the most sought after state. And this great Shastra, Nirvana Prakarana, is going to guide us in that. So we have to prepare mentally to lift our mind intellects to that level to grasp the subject when it is taught. Done. Next one. Samasta Janata Arambha Vajrastambha. Like a pole made of diamonds. Vajra. And the diamonds, because of their crystalline purity, reflect the things which are there like a mirror. So Samasta Janata, all the creation, Arambha, all their activities are reflected in that Paramatma Sthiti, Anubhava Sthiti, like the Vajrastambha, reflects all of them, but then never retains any one of them. So in me, the whole Jagat Pratibimbita, with all the Janata and all their doing, because of my own Maya, without touching me. So, interesting point is what? The Pratibimba ka beauty kya hai? कि in that mirror, the person's Pratibimba, when we see our own Pratibimba, but to that Pratibimba, nothing is real. मेरा अगर आप मेरा मैं प्रतिबिंब मिरर में देख रहा हूँ, so in that mirror, the so called my eyes, my nose, my ears, my mouth, all of them I cannot catch. वो दिखते हैं लेकिन है नहीं. Same way, entire Jagat and all activities of all beings दिखते हैं लेकिन है नहीं. रिमेंबर दिस. स्वप्न में दिखते हैं लेकिन है नहीं. पेंटिंग में दिखते हैं लेकिन है नहीं. सिनेमा में they are seen but not there. So too, in the pure consciousness, all of them are seen but they don't exist. Try to catch this thought. Seen but not existing. That's why Pandukya Upanishads give us the example of Alata Shanti. Seen but do not exist. That seen is because of the Agatita Gatana Patiyasi Maya Shakti of Paramatma. That will actively influence us to make us take this projected world as real, here where we are suffering. Only the Atma Jnana is the antidote. To know all these appearances as appearances and not real. Once they are no real, all janma, jara, marana, roga, dukkha, jiva, bhava, upadhi, dadatma, limitation, sare dismantle ho jate. Same time, I am that self in which these are all expressed or reflecting. So I am the substratum. Remember? I am the substratum. I am not the reflected content in the substratum, the imaginary content. I am the substratum. I am that Brahman. I am the Satchit. So beautiful expression it is. Samasta Janata and Janata Arambha, where Vajrastambha. One thing. Next was Nabho Nibaha. Again, like the Akasha. Akasha is Sarva Vyapaka. Akasha is Atyanta Sukshma. Akasha is Nirakara. Therefore, Nirvikara. Akasha is Niravayava. In the Akasha, everything remains, dissolves, comes, remains, dissolves. But when that's happening, nothing happens to the Akasha. If we understand that, same is the state of this self. It is infinite, it is Sukshma, it is Sachit Ananda, it is Nirakara, therefore Nirvikara, it is Niravayava. It allows with its Maya Shakti in it the entire world to come, appear, disappear, but it doesn't get touched by it. Srushtikale, nothing touches it. Sthitikale, nothing touches. Dissolving time also, nothing touches that beautiful self. That's why it's compared with Nabha, Nabho Nibaha, Akashavat. That Parama Akasha, the Chidakasha is Akasha Samana. Like that. That's why in Vedanta, Parabrahman is compared with Akasha for easy understanding. So Nabho Nibaha, all of these will be explained, and if we follow strictly this sadhana, we really experience ourselves to be so. Remember, Bhagavad Gita 10 times studied, still Gadi aage nahi bada. Upanishads, all of them studied 10 times, but Koda bhi aage nahi bada. That is lack of our sadhana. Otherwise, in the first round only, any of the Shastra of our Sanatana Dharma, along with Siddhanta, they give sadhana. If that's practiced in the very first round, the promised Anumuti of Atman, consequent moksha, is experienced. So the fault is at our level of whatever the reasons you say that either Siddhanta Jnana we have not understood, therefore, or we have not done the required sadhana. तो ये अनुभव हमारा आता है आई एम लाइक द स्पेस है ना आई एम लाइक दैट नारायण वज्रस्तंभ समान आई एम इन दैट सुस्थित स्थिति आई एम इन दैट कृत कर्तव्य स्थिति दैट्स व्हाट इज एक्सपीरियंस वेरी lofty to us who is so much lost in the world worldly activity worldly language the spirituality spiritual epitome or spiritual what I call acme and its language appears to be new, but then keep on listening, familiarity grows. Same way, very good, beautiful one. Vinigirna yatha sankhya jagat jala ati truptiman. That stage will be at the ati trupti sthiti. And that atyanta trupti is compared here, you know, with what? Vinigirna. Vinigirna means gulping. Like in a plate, 5, 6 items are put for food, let's say. Very tasty, good quality. We are hungry also. So to the brim level, we have eaten all of them, called as vinigirana. And stomach is full up to the throat level. At that time, some more are offered to us. We try to put them. Even that could not enter. What do we say now? Trupta. So to this Brahmagnani also the Truptiman, like Vinigirna Truptiman. that he has consumed everything and is in the trupti. Do you know what is he consumed? Yatha Sankhya Jagat Jala Ati Truptiman. Yatha Sankhya Jagat Jala. The entire web of the world, www, World Wide Web, that Jagat Jala, which is Yatha Sankhya. The entire world is being consumed. That type of trupti he gets. And very sublime it is. When you reach to that level of maturity in thinking, understanding, we will know it. For example, anything we eat or listen, what is the final outcome of that eating? Only one thing, that the object which was an object and I was the subject, that subject object difference was unbearable. Therefore, we wanted to make the object subjective. That's called as the desire to eat that object. When that object is eaten, what happens is the subject object dichotomy goes away. That object is experienced as me, mine. It is one with me. That's why the difference has gone away, which was creating dissatisfaction. That's gone away. Then that object gave me the completeness or purnata called as trupti. Why anything eating gives trupti, or any cinema seeing trupti, any listening gives trupti? Because the dvandva goes away. So advandva or advaita sthiti. So finally, through every our experience, we are seeking advaita. But it is out of ignorance with regard to the outer objective worlds. Therefore, it is never ending. So here, Vinigirna Jagat Jala Ati Truptiman means what? Vinigirna Yatha Sankhya Jagat Jala Ati Truptiman means what? The entire Jagat, which for an ignorant Jiva was separate from him, bigger than him, crushing him, and attracting him. Entire Jagato we attend to. He realized to be projected on him, and himself is the substratum of it. In other words, in and through the entire Jagat of Rupa Nama, he discovered himself only. Therefore, there is no thing other than him. Sense of otherness gone away. Everything is me. So that everything is me is as if Vinigirana. Because everything he consumed, Ati Truptiman. The Ati Trupti is sign by which there is no what you call asantrupti, or there is no incompleteness. Thereafter, there is no desire, there is no action to do that, fulfill that desire. That's the moksha sthiti is like that. We nigirana jagat jala jagat yatha sankhya jagat jala ati truptiman. यथा संख्या मीन सारा जगत मेरे आत्मा का ही एक्सप्रेशन है, मेरे अलावा कुछ है ही नहीं. That knowledge is the one which is mentioned here as vinigirnata, consuming. Because in every consumption, the Dvaita removed, Advaita experienced. Because he is experiencing Advaita Tattva with everything, because he is the substratum of everything, it is as if he has done the vinigirnata. Then, when something we eat, that trupti comes. But other thing not eaten, that trupti is not there. Imagine everything is eaten to complete trupti. That's why Ati Truptiman. Other than in this way experiencing the self to be the self of all, the Manushya cannot be Truptiman. And when there is no Trupti or contentment, there is always emptiness. Then to fill up that emptiness, the thought which comes in our mind is called desire. And desire, depending on the vasana, depending on the habits, depending on the object in front, depending on the people's glorification of the objects, that type of object will be there in the womb of the desire of the mind. Then we try to seek it through that respective activity. This is how. But when we discover everything is me, there is nothing other than me, I am complete that way, because nothing other than me, I have no desire at all. What a atitrupti it would be. Imagine that will be experienced in the Brahmagnana, having studied this Shashta Nirvana Prakaranam. Any more? Some more. Akashi Bhuta Nishesha Rupa Aloka Manaskrutihi What a poetic, subtle way of talking by Sri Vasishtha ji. So, Akashi Bhuta, Akash bana diya gaya, means empty bana diya gaya, means like Akasha, the Rupa Nama mita diya gaya. Nama Rupa mitana, like Akash. आकाश बना दिया गया. आकाश का रूप नाम होता किसका? आकाशीभूत निशेष रूप आलोक. All the rupas which are visualized by us at the Stula Rupa and Sukshma Shari Rupa, all of them made Akash. And where from they were all created? Manaha Sams Manaskrutihi. Because of the mana, which is the expression of Maya, the Kriti happened of the Rupa Nama in the pure consciousness Paramatma, who is Rupa Nama Atita. So Rupa Nama Atita Paramatma me, the mana has created Rupa Nama, in that we were lost. So the mana Kriti Rupa Nama Akashi Bhutaha, उसको आकाश बना दिया. जैसे कहते नाम और निशान मिटा दूंगा. तो नाम और निशान of the entire Jagat is projected by the mind in the pure consciousness, which is like the Akash. So, in the absolute realization of the self en route, the mind with its cause, vasanas, get dissolved. Therefore, mind loses its potency of projecting the Rupanama called as Jagat. Therefore, the entire Jagat is dissolved to become the Rupanama Rahita Akash. Obviously, which Akasha? Which we are mentioning from last 4-5 श्लोकास, चिद आकाश. चिद आकाश में ही मन जो है आकर के उसमें एसिव एजिटेशन लाकर उसी को रूप नाम के रूप में प्रकट करता है. In the highest state of deep meditation, these things are realized. From the consciousness, unaware is the mind. Mind valued projects the subject and object. That object, again the mind, grossifies it to the n number of Rupa and Nama. Rupa. Thereafter to the Rupas, the Namas are given for differentiation. There are no Nama without Rupa. There are no Rupas unless they are projected from the substratum. So substratum given a Rupa, given a Nama is the entire world. Other than Rupa Nama, Jagat is no Satya of its own. जगत का रूप नाम किसका है? परमात्मा का है. See that? Like a chair, when you call, it's a rupa of a wood only. To that rupa of the wood, you gave a name as chair. Another you call it table, or you call it stool. So table, chair, stool are three names given to three rupas of one wood only. The beauty is there one, though the wood is given rupa from our side, yet the wood has not changed its woodness. It is a wood only. Rupa also is a kalpana because some utility we want for our vyavahara out of that wood. So to the entire Rupanamatmaka Jagat is only utility, vyavahara for the Ishvara. Therefore with his Shakti, himself appearing as Jagat. One of that is you and I. We are given freedom. That freedom we misuse. Thus we take this world as real, we get lost in it. We are sent in this world for two purposes of playing the role given. One, second is realize our oneness with the self. Instead of that, realizing oneness with the self, we gave up. And with that given duty, we took it so seriously. Even duties are also not doing with the given freedom of mind and intellect. We keeping on projecting the worlds, the relations, the desires, etc. A very peculiar life we are living, appearing to be systematic because everybody is living like that. 10 बेवकूफ एक ही बेवकूफी करते हैं ना, वो लगता है कि सही काम है वो. मेजॉरिटी डेमोक्रेसी है ना. Anyway, it's a very subtle thing. When it comes there, we will patiently, आराम से enjoy studying that subject. Next one, कार्य, कारण, कर्तृत्व, हेय, आदेय, दृश, उज्झितः. In that state of Brahman or reality, all these are uprooted. What are they? Karya Karana. No Karana, Maya, no Karya. Its expression. Avidya is the Karana. From that, the Sthula Sukshma are the Karya. You all know Mandukya, you have thoroughly studied, no? The non-apprehension of the reality, Tattvasya Agrahanam, is called as Karana. Because of that, from that, so same Tattva ka Anyatha Grahanam happens. That's called as Karya. That Anyatha Grahanam is at two levels, Sukshma and Sthula. The Sthula Sukshma Rupi Karya and Uska Karana. Both are there in the non-apprehension of pure conscious self. That's why a simple common sense experiment. Try to become aware of the awareness in oneself. I am closing my eyes to become aware of awareness. If I succeed in this effort, you know what will happen? The Karana Sharira and its projections of Sukshma Sthula Shariras or Jagats, they dissolve. Like when I am in dream, gone into the Sukshma Sthiti, Sthula Jagat is gone. When I am gone to Nidra, Sthula Sukshma both are gone. When I realize the self, the Sthula Sukshma Karana, all these three will disappear. Actually, pure consciousness alone is there. Not knowing it is called as the Karana. Tattvasya Agrahanam kehte hain usko. Non-apprehension of the reality. From that came Anyatha. Our elders give us the example of snake rope. So rope alone is there. It is the Tattva. For some reason, because it's a twilight time, it is little distance. You know, something is there, I know, but exactly it is a rope, I don't know. So यथावत तत्व का ग्रहण नहीं हुआ. कुछ तो ग्रहण हुआ, because if nothing is seen, then you don't project. Something is seen, but what it is not known. Then according to my own mind and all, I projected a snake. This is called Anyatha Grahana. Tattva is snake, sorry, rope. Not knowing Tattva is called as Tattvasya Grahana. In that place, the snake is seen, is called Anyatha Grahana. In that Anyatha Grahanam, Stukshma, Sthula, both are there. They are called Karana and Karya. So Karya, Karana, Drushaha, Ujjitaha. This picture of cause and effect is destroyed or eliminated in that pure Paramatma. Like Nachiketa says, no? Anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat, anyatra asmat, kruta akrutat. Kruta is effect, karya. Akruta is the cause, karan. So, kruta, akruta or karya karana gone. So, to kartrutva also ujjita. Kartrutva, bhoktrutva. कर्तृत्व से पहले कामना होती है, कामना से पहले अविद्या. तो अविद्या, कामना, कर्म, कर्मफल का भोक्तृत्व. All of them are in the again non-realization of the self. They're all projected. उनका भी उज्जितः, that also goes away. So कार्य दृश्य उज्जितः, कर्तृत्व दृश्य उज्जितः. And the most beautiful thing is heya adeya drushaha ujjitaha. In the state of the self, there is nothing which is heya to be rejected. Because everything is the self. You can't reject the self. So to adeya, you cannot obtain also the self. Because it's already obtained. Self can never be heya, given up, nor adeya, or in other words, upadeya. हेयोपादेय वर्जितः. सेल्फ इज द वन व्हिच कैन नॉट बी गिवन अप. छोड़कर कहाँ जाओगे? तुम ही तो हो सेल्फ, और उसको पकड़ भी नहीं सकते क्योंकि इट इज नॉट अदर देन यू. सो हेयादेय मीन्स देयर इज नथिंग रिमेन्स फॉर मी टू गिविंग अप और टू टेक अप, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज रियलाइज्ड एज सेल्फ. And that self being infinite, there is no finitude. Therefore, there is no ajnana, there is no kamana, there is no karma. Therefore, kartrutva, bhoktrutva, adi, that set's gone away. So, in the apprehension of the real, the non-apprehension not there, the misapprehension cannot be there. Non-apprehension is the karana, misapprehension is the karya. तो कारण कार्य नहीं है, कर्तृत्व भोक्तृत्व नहीं है, हेय उपादेय नहीं है. That is a moksha. Because in samsara, this is what we do. We make some karana from which some karya happens. We do the some karma, we get the phala from it. And we want to give up something heya, and that sukha and sukha karana, and we want to give up something, we want to get something which is a sukha karana called as upadeya. जिंदगी में हमारा दुख और दुख के कारण को छोड़ना, सुख और सुख के कारण को पकड़ना, हे उपादेय करते जा रहे, और वी आर इन द वेब ऑफ कर्तृत्व भोक्तृत्व, और वी आर इन द वेब ऑफ कारण कार्य. In the self realization, this samsara will not be there. Heyopadeyata is samsara. Kartrutva bhoktrutva is samsara. Karya karanatva is a samsara. Ujjitaha, they're all eliminated totally. Given up, transcended, conquered in the self experience. That self will be taught to you in that nirvana prakarana. In the same way, sadeha iva nirdeha. He is in the pure consciousness. देहवान की तरह होता है, but there is no deha. Isn't it like a 3D picture or any picture painting on a paper? Do you see deha? But जाके टच करो तो होता है क्या वो? Think about it. In the same way, डेमी देह लुक दिखता है, लेकिन देह आपाद मस्तक, इट इज प्योर सच्चिदानंद ओनली. दैट्स वाई देखने के लिए, व्यवहार के लिए सदेह, बट एक्चुअली निर्देह. We have seen in Yoga Darshanam, yogis can even disappear only in their Rupa and Nama. If a yogi can do that with the yoga sadhana, what is the state of the self, you understand? Sadeha iva, but nirdeha. For others, he appears to be in deha. But the deha, with whatever the molecules that deha is made, atoms, they're all pure consciousness only, no? So consciousness appears as deha for the onlooker. Even for him, for Vyavahara, yet he is not deha. It's a very peculiar thing, huh? Lift intellect to grasp it, understand it. आप पूरा हमसे लेकर योग वासिष्ठ को, रामायण को लगातार सुनते पढ़ते जाए, there is a greater chance for the intellect to mature, to catch the meaning of these things. And then, even is true, serious, sincere in the sadhana, he can even experience that. In the same way, sasamsaraha abhi asamsrutihi. For the onlookers, he looks to be as if in the samsara vyavahara like all of us, but there is no samsara to him. इवा इवा लगता है लेकिन है नहीं. देखा बच्चों के साथ खेल में हारने की तरह खेलते हो, लेकिन वाकई हारते नहीं. Isn't it? You only acting as if. Like that in many, many examples that Eva we do. As if, but really we know. Like wife shouting. As if lost to her the game. अच्छा बाबा माफ करो, क्षमा करो. Eva. पर मौके का तलाश बदला लेने वास्ते. How many times we have acted as if. Same way, as if samsari, but no samsara. As if dehi, there is no deha. Like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more are told. Very beautiful there. We'll spare it for tomorrow. Even though we thought of doing it today on the Pavali day, you enjoy your Lakshmi Puja and all. After 2 more, 3 more classes quickly. So I stop it here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnasya Purnamada Purnameva Shanti Shanti Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. आज इतना हम रोक देते हैं. ओम रामा न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयम् अग्निः तमेव भान्तु तस्य भाषा मंगल गुरुदा ब्रह्मलोक. और श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. योगवास्मा रामायण शास्त्र की जय. वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. That's thank you friends. Join in 3-4 minutes. Quickly we go through our other texts also. By 8 I'll leave you.